me, achievement has always been important. I like taking on challenges, and with each passing year, I try to chalk out something different that I would like to do. Something fun, personal, an accomplishment of sorts that also leads to great memories. This is one such journey where I decided to drive up to what is arguably the highest motorable pass in the world, Khardungla. My trusty steed for the trip was the Volkswagen Tiguan. It is a great looking vehicle and comes with a fantastic 2-liter TDI motor that delivers 143 PS of power and 340 Newton meters of torque. Add to that, it has all the creature comforts I could wish for, and for my convenience, it also comes with one of the best transmissions in the business, the 7-speed DSG. Packed and ready for my adventure, I was also looking forward to how the Tiguan dealt with the mountains. Although I was sure of one thing, it would complete every journey and, like always, let this journey be defined by comfort as well. I think the journey to Leh is always an important one. I am not here to compete for my achievement, rather I see it as a participation, a rite of passage, that countless others have done before me and will continue to do so for time to come. I think the journey to Leh and beyond is a journey for the soul. It was my time to heed the call of the mountain. Each step of the journey adds a layer to the soul. Powering up the mountain roads was effortless, and as I got my drive underway, I was so glad to have the Tiguan with me. Before the journey was over, I suspected that the Tiguan and I would see great roads, bad roads, and I was hoping a lot of snow as well. Thick pine forests in the lower hills, where the hills were a lot gentler and more forgiving. As I started gaining altitude, I went past the tree line for the first time in my life, and that alone was an experience. To see the barren hills, some snow peaked, and all of them gloriously showing off that brutal brilliance of the Himalayas. Getting to Baralachala was something else altogether. The freezing cold, snow-covered pass was like something out of a fairy tale, not something that could have been scripted. To be in the Tiguan at an altitude of 16,600 feet with snow all around may be one of the finest imprints that I have been left with after this drive. Standing there, the only thought that went through my head was, how do I capture all this magnificence? Perhaps it's not meant to be captured ever, only experienced. As the roads became challenging, the going got a lot slower, and the scenery outside the windshield seemed to change with each turn of the road. I realized that I was getting a lot more than I even thought I would. As for the Tiguan, it performed effortlessly. I had to put it through a lot, and I had to deal with numerous challenging road sections as well. Yet it just pulled through thanks to the smart 4-wheel drive system on board. I must admit that being seated in the Tiguan and looking out of the windshield had its own charm of looking at nature's brilliance from the lap of luxury. And for that added bliss, I did have that panoramic sunroof, which allowed me to carry the sky with me. Maybe this journey is what it takes to earn the prayer flags that so colorfully flutter in the wind at the summit of every pass, sending the Tibetan prayer chant to the soul of every traveler. Getting to Leh was special, however the Tiguan and I had one final journey to stitch together, the climb to Khardungla. At 17,582 feet, where breathing is a challenge, each step is a calculated one, and the army representatives are constantly requesting visitors to move on quickly. The Volkswagen Tiguan was as spirited as I had seen it on the highway between Delhi and Chandigarh. We set out to summit Khardungla with a sense of purpose, and when we arrived, it seemed like the Volkswagen Tiguan belonged in this terrain all along. The Volkswagen Tiguan has a mighty soul. Taking on the Himalayas are never easy. Each adventure has its own shade of achievement. For me, the Tiguan to the top truly ranks as one of the finest driving experiences I have ever had. It truly proved to be the ultimate companion for the journey within.